So good afternoon. It is about 3:30 in the afternoon, and this is the temperature right now. 47 degrees. Somebody was putting in a comment during my last video that temperature right around this temperature, it's not so cold, but it is when it's been like cloudy like this for the past 2-3 weeks. Zero sunshine. It's just been cloudy thanks to the tule fog that we get. So cloudy, cold, but yet these tropical fruit trees they're doing fine. Not only fine, they're actually thriving. Yeah, and they're fruiting, of course. See if I can find some fruits for you. Well, I guess that's one of them. Little baby fruit. Yeah. And not just any tropicals. I mean, we're not talking like guavas. We're talking like jackfruits, kaimito, store apples, and mangosteen. Well, it's got a mangosteen in its name. I want to say it's the yellow mangosteen. This is commonly known as an achacha. Unprotected, okay? So as I've mentioned in the past, this winter has been fairly mild. The coldest that we got to date was 37 degrees, which is great. I mean, yeah. So today I wanted to talk about, from my experience, some of the more cold-hardy tropicals. Again, I've not protected any of my tropical fruit trees to date yet, but your mileage may vary. But from experience, okay, I want to talk about just a random list of tropical fruit trees that absolutely do not need any cold protection. Not to be confused with sun protection, okay? Two different things. I know I've mentioned this a bunch of times in the past, but I've had more trees die for more summer than winter, okay? So people don't take sun protection seriously, but just my experience. These guys can definitely handle the cold, the Central Valley cold, unprotected year after year, even when young. Yeah, even when young. Start off on the list. Papaya. Yeah. You know, you wouldn't think a papaya could handle the cold here, but they absolutely handle the cold. Look at this. One here, another one back here. And I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but it is fruiting. Actually, this tree's got a bit more larger fruits. Look. Actually, let me see if I can show it here. Check it out. And they're not that old. Yeah, look at that. Planted, I want to say just July. So, what, 6 months ago? Insane. These guys can definitely take their cold. Again, even when young, okay. Now, if you are getting nervous about a cold, when they're young like this, just put a little like 5-gallon bucket on top of it on like the frosty days. That's sufficient. But when they get to that size, there's no way I can protect them. And instead, they are protecting nearby trees. Yeah. So, papaya. The other tree is going to be longans. Oh yeah, these guys can definitely take the cold unprotected year after year. Yeah, Longans. It's actually, there's a couple fruits up there, but I don't think they're good anymore. And the next tree, a bit controversial, but I had the greatest luck with mangoes. Oh yeah, no, these guys can totally take the coal. That's why I've got like a bunch of them here. I mean, like, when I mean a bunch of them, yeah. Mango, 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 mango. And they're all different varieties. And mango and another mango over there. Now, as with most tropical trees, okay, when I say can take the cold, as in they can definitely take the cold without any protection. That's not to say they may not get damaged. They may absolutely get damaged. But the tree itself always manages to bounce back, okay? So mangoes, regardless of variety. Yeah, mangoes in the Central Valley, soil is going to be your enemy. You got to get the house corrected, because the soil is their house. You got to get that corrected. So another one. Cherimoyas and Atemoyas. It's been my experience that it's about the same level of hardiness. I'm trying to get the fruit for you. And look, this guy is still flowering. Going middle of this December. Yeah. So he's a Gaffney Atemoya. Another one. Yeah. Look at him. Long history behind this tree. When we were constructing the pergola above me, one of the beams actually fell and basically practically broke this guy in half. But that's kind of why he's kind of funny looking. But he's alive and he's producing. So Atemoyas. So another tree that is on my list, Sapote. Two different varieties. Well, I suppose I should add Sapodilla to that as well. Sapote and Sapodillas, most varieties. Specifically the black Sapote, no issues with the coal. And the newly pruned white Sapote, I know I've mentioned in the past, don't prune your tropical trees except him, because he is crazy cold hardy. So yeah, you do not need any protection with the white Sapote varieties. So that's why I took the opportunity to just prune him. He was looking a bit kind of shaggy. So and then another tree is going to be like the Sapodilla, like the Alano Sapodilla, which I've got one back there. So now I want to show you this. So the wax jambu, okay, wax jambu / wax apple. In my case, if you come here, I've been able to get away with not protecting them, but that's not gonna, I know that doesn't work for everybody. Look at this guy. Black wax jambu, okay. Want to say he's a black pearl wax jambu. No protection, and he's fine, and that's because of the babying that I did to him when he was younger. However, in your case, it would be my recommendation, if you want something in the wax jambu family to get a rose apple. These guys, no protection needed. Tastes just like a wax jambu-ish, in the same family, and they are just so much hardier. Yeah, yeah, rose apple. Yeah. So, another tree that might surprise you, lychee. Kamana lychee. Regardless of the varieties, I find that they do great in Central Valley. No protection needed from the elements, winter elements, that is. Yeah. So, a few other trees. See this tree right here? Starfruit. And also another one right here. Actually, a few over here. This small guy, Thai variety, starfruit. And also right above him, another starfruit. They do phenomenally well here. One of the most productive trees ever. No protection needed. And of course, you come here, avocados. Just like mangoes, a big thing with avocados is going to be the soil. But once you get that dial down, oh yeah, no problem at all. Yeah, wheat variety. These guys thrive in our cool environment. Now another plant that's not quite a tree is bananas. Yeah, more specifically the Asian varieties. This bunch is, if you look up there, it's fruiting obviously. I've got to cut the blossom section off because that's not going to develop anymore. But I find that most of the Asian variety bananas, this is a Nam Hoa, native to Vietnam. They do great here. No protection needed. The leaves may look like crap when it's cold, but just cut them out once the weather warms up. That's it. But they do great here. So let's see. Oh, there's a few more back here. Almost forgot these guys. They've just been kind of neglected. Jaboticaba. I mean, one of the best starter trees. If you are nervous about killing trees during the cold season, plant a Jaboticaba. You cannot kill this guy. And guess what? If you go to the Amazon rainforest, especially the Brazil region, these guys are everywhere. Yeah. In fact, they actually use the Jaboticaba fruits in place of grapes, especially for like winemaking. But oh yeah, Jaboticaba. You know, off topic really quick, but another tree that's part of the mangosteen family, Gambogi. I want to say it's called, the name is a false mangosteen. But in the past, I did give him some frost cloth protection, but I'm not at this time just because I'm not seeing any signs of any stress. And he seems to be well acclimated to my climate. All right, let's, oh, you know what? Yeah, I'll show you this. If you come here, everybody probably already knows, but the Jamun, oh man, this guy thrives in our cold climate and heat. You cannot kill a Jamun tree. Another tree, collection of trees, guavas, regardless of the variety, okay, bulletproof practically in the cold time. This is a Mexican cream variety, and actually if you come back here just a bit, this guy in a big old container, Taiwanese century guava, and of course here's Vietnamese guava. Actually, if you, I gotta take the time to pick the yellow ones, the fruits, just because if I don't, yeah, they get recycled back to the ground. Okay, yeah, that's what happens when you're too preoccupied and didn't get a chance to pick the fruits. Mother Nature will drop them for you. Oh, you know what? If you come here, I want to show you this. So just like the Atemoyas, Cherimoyas, they're basically siblings, okay? I find that the Cherimoyas are just a very, very slightly hardier than the Atemoyas. The Atemoyas is a cross between a Cherimoya and a sugar apple. But I find that the original Cherimoyas are just a bit hardier. Oh yeah, no protection needed. Yeah, and they're one of the world's best tasting fruits. Yeah, this is what I mean by, he's technically a guava. This is a pineapple guava. But yeah, no, guavas, regardless of the variety, no protection needed. Yeah, got the original guava here, one of the earliest tropical fruit trees that I planted in the yard, 2013, I want to say, so going 12 years old. Oh yeah. So let's take you to the front. Yeah, I'm telling you, Starfruits, okay, regardless of the variety, they do great here. Wintertime, also fruits at the same time. So much so, if you come here, yeah, look. I mean, these are good. I just gotta come and pick them up. Except that one. But I mean, there's just so much that I just cannot pick them up. So they all fall to the ground. Yeah, I'm telling you. Starfruits. I mean, this is like nature's ornaments. And guavas, just guavas, guavas, guavas. The gateway drug to your tropical fruit trees. Once you plant a guava, you are gonna wanna expand to other tropical fruit trees. Just the way it is. Taiwanese, Ruby Supreme, Thai guava back here, and a strawberry guava back here. Oh yeah. All right. So moving on the list. Well, I guess going back to the list. Guavas, more guavas. Red Malaysian. Thai guava. Because, well, why not? Middle winter. Freshest fruit that you can get. Yeah, I'm telling you. Cherimoyas, I mean, they are like so easy to grow. They handle the cold without any issues. Same with mangoes. More mangoes. So, another tree that I want to talk about that surprisingly has been easy to grow. The ice cream bean. Yeah, I do not know why, but crazy easy to grow. Not only does it grow, if you come here, you'll see it, the pods kind of yellowing up. It is fruiting. Those are the fruits. Yeah. So just imagine, okay, like look at that set of bean pods up there. Middle of winter, coming out and eating that during a nice cold day, and because it's tastes like ice cream. In fact, it's called the ice cream bean for a reason. It's nature's ice cream. Just so happens that it grows right in the middle of the Amazon rainforest. Yeah. Yeah, that's really it. That from my experience, completes the list of the trees that I've had no problems with growing. In fact, like including young ones. For some of you that have seen this video, these are the 2 papaya trees that I planted a year and a half ago. Doing great. Yeah. Look at that. A bit on the small side, but they're growing. So, yeah, I mean, when you look at my yard, it's like you don't see leaves falling. It's not, I mean, these trees, they don't drop the leaves unlike deciduous trees. The only times that they might drop the leaves is, you know, like when a big truck runs over, hits one of the branches, or in this case, deciduous trees. I've got 2 in the yard. That's why you see a lot of leaves down here. And the leaves are great. You want the leaves. They provide mulch. So yeah. In fact, it's actually my idea to go ahead and remove the 2 jujubes, the J866, along with the sugarcane in the coming months. Just because I now no longer need them to provide microclimate protection to the nearby trees. And instead, the nearby trees would much appreciate the additional sunlight now that they will be gone. So that's going to be my goal. So, all right, have a good afternoon.